So you have arithmetic operators, logical operators for all these things. So you can do overloading even for uh, operators also in Python and even in C++. But Java will not allow you to do so. Java implements only method overloading or function overloading. So what is this overloading actually? Overloading means giving more than one form or more than one meaning for a single entity. So it can be an operator or it can be a method. So we have defined some more than one method with same name. Their name is same, but their functionality is different in different cases. So in one case, uh, you have found, for example, we have defined a method called area method. In one case, we have used that area method. The one version of the area method has found the area of a rectangle. Another version has found the area of a triangle, like this, right? So the entity is same, the function name is same, but it is being used for different purposes, multiple purposes. One purpose is finding area of a rectangle, so the other purpose is for finding area of a triangle. So just like you can have a single method name and use it for multiple purposes, which is called as overloading. And because you are overloading the method name, we call it as a method overloading or function overloading. In C++, we call it as function overloading, but in Python, in Java, we call it as method overloading, and even in Python also we call it as method overloading. And coming to the second one, you can also use keyword, sorry, operators. In Java, you know, the plus symbol is there. The plus symbol, when it is used between two numeric values, it will work as a addition operation between those numeric values. But the same plus operator, when it is used between two strings, what it does, it concatenates. The operator is same, the symbol name is plus, but the same symbol plus, when used between two numerical values, it works as a additional operator. But when it is used between two strings, what it does, it concatenates two strings. That means it will join the two strings, right? So in the same way, that can be called as an example of operator overloading. So in Python and even in C++, there is a concept called operator overloading. So we'll see that operator overloading in Python also. So even in Python, when you use plus operator, this plus operator can be used as what? Addition between two numeric values, right? Similarly, we can use the same plus operator in even Python also to concatenate two strings. So we need to give some, I need to give you some introduction regarding this operator overloading. It will take some two classes, I think, even for this operator overloading. And we'll see some 3 or 4 example programs for this one. So it will take some long time. Mm. So are you able to see this? Is it
Yes,
visible
sir.
properly, or the size of the letters is small?
Visible, sir.
Visible, right? So coming to operator overloading in Python, we have something called magic methods or special functions. For every operator, there are some magic methods or special functions. So I'll show you that list of all those methods or functions. So if you look at this slide, these are all binary operators. Binary operators means what? An operator which performs operation on two operands. It is called as binary operator. say if plus operator is there, if I'm using it for performing addition between two numeric values, so the plus symbol will have before that plus symbol you'll have one value, and after the plus symbol you'll have another value, right? In between the values you have this plus operator. So the two values on which you are performing this operation, they are called as operands. 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 Right? So if an operator performs operation on two operands, then we call that operator as a binary operator. If an operator performs operation on only one operand, then we call it as a unary operator. If an operator performs operation on three operands, then we call it as a ternary operator. So we know that ternary operator is there in C and Java, right? So as such, the classification of operators will be based on whether you are performing operation on two operands or three operands or one operand. They can be called as unary, binary, or ternary operators. So in Python, we don't have that as many unary operators as we have in Java and C++. You have the increment operator, which is called as a unary operator in Java, but we don't have that in Python, right? So we'll see the binary operators. So if you look at the binary operator list here, you have all the arithmetic addition, arithmetic subtraction, addition, multiplication, division, and floor division, and modulo division, and then exponent operator, right shift, left shift, logical AND operation, OR operation, exclusive OR operation. All these operators are displayed here. So for each of this operator, you have a magic method or special function. So what is that magic method and special function? Look at this. It is given beside that operator, double underscore sub double underscore, and with whichever object you want to invoke, you have to mention that object name dot the method name. So if you want to implement this operator overloading, you need to use these methods or functions in our program. So I'll show you tomorrow how to use them in our program. We'll not see with all these methods, we'll only implement some few of them, because if we have to implement all these functions, it will take very long time, right? Because there are many operators. So all these are all the list of operators. So these are assignment operators. Even for them also you will have special functions or magic methods, comparison operators, and you have three unary operators: a negation operator, invert operator, positive, negative, positive, and invert operator. Invert is nothing but negation. Right? So these are all the list of operators. So for each of this operator, there will be an exclusive magic method or special function. You need to use this magic method or special function in your program to overload that operator. So using whichever object you want to invoke this method, you need to use that object name dot the method name. So then that will work in your program. So for subtraction, it is double underscore sub double underscore. For addition operator, it is double underscore add double underscore. All these methods will have the same double underscore preceding, and after the name of the method also you'll have a succeeding double underscore symbol, right? So you can call as prefix and suffix. So for shorthand assignment operator minus equal to, you have I sub. For plus is equal to, you have I add. For star equal to, you have I mul. For division equal to, you have I div. For floor division equal to, you have I floor div. So these are all the methods. You need to remember these method names corresponding to each operator if you want to overload those operators in your program, right? So I'll share you this PPT in the group so that you can go through all these method names. So tomorrow when we see some programs with this, then you will easily understand them. Okay, so let me share this now, and tomorrow we'll see some example programs based on this operator overloading, how to overload these operators. Not all the operators, but few. I'll show you 3 or 4 operators how to implement them, so that you can learn, you can do the remaining thing, you can work on the remaining operators. Okay, so these are all the possible operators. These are all binary operators, and even these are also binary assignment operators, and these are comparison operators and unary operators. Even comparison operators are also binary operators only. So for less than you have double underscore LT, double underscore. For greater than double underscore GT, double underscore. For less than equal to double underscore LE, double underscore. Greater than equal to double underscore GE, greater than double underscore. Equal to double underscore EQ, double underscore. Not equal to double underscore NE, double underscore. It will be very easy to remember them. The names of those methods are matching with the symbol name. So less than symbol. So in short, less than LT. For greater than, in short, GT. Less than equal to LE. Greater than equal to, in short, GE. Equal to EQ. Not equal to NE. Like that. For negative operator. So I told you about this negative and positive operators. If you want to make a value a negative value, then you can precede that value with a minus symbol, then that value will become a negative symbol, negative value. So that operator is called as a negative operator, and it is a unary operator because it will perform operation on only one operand. Similarly, positive operator also performs operation on only one operand. So by default, if even if you don't give this plus symbol before a value, automatically that will become positive value. So if you want also, you can give, that will not make any difference for you. So this is also a unary operator. Then this is a invert operator or negation operator in Boolean algebra. So for that the name is invert. For negative it is double underscore neg double underscore. For positive operator double underscore pos double underscore. For in negation or inversion you have invert double underscore invert double underscore. So these are all the operators which you can overload in Python, right? So we'll continue tomorrow. In tomorrow's class we'll see programs on this operator overloading, and then once we complete that, we'll go for the next topic, file handling. So that also will take at least 2 classes. Then after that you have exception handling, right? With that we'll complete the course. So we'll meet tomorrow. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll see about how to use these magic methods or special functions in operator overloading in tomorrow's class. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Bye.